It's been such a long time since Boston led the way. It's more than a feeling. It's Mike and Tom to start the day. The heart of Massachusetts should be freedom, justice, and liberty. Freedom-led pilgrims to Plymouth Bay. Salem trials had justice too late. The sons of liberty spilled the tea, and then the redcoats spilled their blood. The shot heard around the world rang out from the Bay State. Boston strong and ready to defend. It's where revolution started and ends. It's been such a long time since Boston led the way. It's more than a feeling. It's Mike and Tom to start the day. Quincy Market, Freedom Trail, Charles River, Boston Harbor, Bunker Hill, Griffin Wharf, Fenway Park, North Charge. It's been such a long time since Boston led the way. It's more than a feeling. It's Mike and Tom to start the day.
Boom.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Where's everybody been? Huh?
Man,
you fucking miss me?
they love you, my friend. Everyone was begging for you. There's Jess. Hi, Jess.
My health is
comes first,
better.
No matter what.
Me and Tom had a little discussion before I came on.
Yeah.
So we're square. We know what's going on. I guess
right.
I got another doctor's appointment tomorrow morning, and should be good.
Man, I leave you alone for a couple days, and you freaking turn up with all this stuff.
Well, what am I gonna do, Tom? I'm not doing. You know, huh? I don't know where to start.
You guys in the chat, you're not gonna believe this shit. But right now, you gotta like and share this. Twitter's down, so please share this on Facebook. You gotta share this. People need to hear this.
Yeah, and we need some sleuths to get going on this too. So
yep. And I know the people in chat, they're gonna run with this, man. They're gonna run.
Good. Yeah, so just so you know, Twitter's is being attacked. So it's not you. I thought it was me, man. Like, you turn your phone on, turn your phone off. So, anyways, let's talk about Fanning, Colleen Crawford, and Mr. Whittier.
Who's that third person again?
Last name is Whittier. He works for he works for Morgan Stanley. And he's basically a real estate guy. Someone just sent me two attached. Oh, Joe's up. Hey, Joe. He's a real estate guy. He knows Colleen Crawford. He knows Trooper Fanning because he grew up in Stoughton.
Really?
He did. Yeah.
That's strange.
Grew up in Stoughton. And then he went to college.
Where did he go to college, Mike?
I'm beating you on this one. Yeah, this is like reverse. Remember?
Yep.
He went to Stonehill.
Really?
Yes.
That's like local, right?
I think Tully and Paul O'Keefe might have been teammates there. So
that's funny. What a small little. They must have all graduated pretty close to the same time, Mike.
So so he graduated.
I'm kind of curious about that. Whittier was Whitfield?
Yes, Whitfield. Yeah,
he must have He may have graduated with Tully, and they're they're friends from college, man, right? They're college guys.
From what I'm seeing, Tom, it looks that way.
Did they go to Key West together?
Not that I know.
Spring breaking, right?
I can't answer for that one, but we know Fanning likes Key West. That's for sure. All right. But so anyways, this company, this company, Expert Data Analysis LLC, right? So I think it was established in 2015. So think about how many years they had it before they shut it down, right?
A little bit.
7 years or so. Yeah, so 22. So 7 years they had this business up and running. They actually shut the company down a couple of days after the O'Keefe murder. you ask yourself why. Why would they shut it down? I've been wondering myself, you know. So you have a business that's running for 7 years, that's doing well, right? Expert data analysis. So basically, they would take crime scene photos, phones, maybe laptops, look through them, extract whatever they need. So Fannie was part of this. Colleen Crawford, what does she bring to the table? She brings all the licenses you need and the education behind doing extractions.
Okay. What do you mean license? What do you mean license? Like what's Colleen Crawford have?
You got to have a college degree.
Yeah.
Right. You got to have some kind of.
Did she go to Stonehill?
I did not look that up. I don't want to start any rumors. I don't know.
Curious.
I wouldn't surprise me if she lived in Stoughton and went to Stoughton. I wouldn't shock me. But people out there, if you're looking around and you're trying to find out the background of Colleen Crawford, that'd be nice to know. She lives. Tom, her current address is 94 Lake Street, Stoughton, Mass. I mean, let's
the answer to that question. Okay.
All right. Let's just call it what it is.
I wonder if Vegas would have taken that as a bet.
Right.
What are the odds she lives in friggin'?
So the date of the organization was 2019. I'm sorry. They had it for 5 years, 6 years. So, or 4 years, 3 years when they had it with before John. And they keep moving this company around. I found out. So it's an LLC. You can shut it down. You can open another one up real quick.
Right.
You know how it works, Tom, right? You know.
Yep.
So, anyways, after finding out that Mr. Whitfield, William J. Whitfield, he actually works for Morgan Stanley.
Okay, so he's a money guy, right? Is that what he does with them? He does like funds and what do you call them there?
Real estate's the big one.
Okay, so he speculates on real estate, probably, right?
Yep.
He's probably got a real estate license, I would say, in Massachusetts, which is not hard to get. Right. Okay.
So let's keep going. So this douchebag is involved with this company because you can't have Crawford from the Norfolk County District Attorney's Office. You can't have Fanning, a lieutenant, as the front, and then receiving POs from police departments for payments, and then having a trooper actually process that money. It's just not going to happen that way, right? So he's your money guy. He's your money guy who has every reason to be opening up these type of businesses. This is what he does. He knows how the licensing works. And then what do you think he does with the profit?
You've got to split it.
I don't know. Maybe he invests it in real estate for him and then sells a house.
Well, there you go. Instead of paying, we're going to take your money, invest it. And then you're going to be rich. And you don't got to say nothing, right? You just shut your mouth.
Like 195 River Street, right? Which is the old address to the business.
195 River Street?
Braintree, Mass.
Hold on. Let me pull that up on Google Earth. I can maybe find that.
Yeah. So he's the name on the registered agent, William J. Whitfield, 195 River Street, Braintree, Mass. 02184.
195?
What's that?
Is it 195 River Street?
Yeah.
Braintree.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, so it's 2015. I am right. I'm sorry. Yeah. It looks. I'm not going to throw this out there, but it looks like they might be in several states. I got to do some more digging.
Well, that would make sense.
Imagine the dough that.
This is River Street, right?
Yeah. So that would be a front of a house that mail would just go. We got a couple SUVs out front.
Let's find out what they are. Is that right? Ain't that pretty? 195. The shoes right there. So somebody lives there, Mike.
Yeah. Well, I don't know how old that picture is. Who knows? But that's where. What's that right there?
Two jet skis. Getting pulled by what? A Kia? Yeah. That's all-wheel drive. Oof,
I wonder who got the jet skis.
Oh, confiscated. Anyway. 192.
Cadillac and the couple Cadillacs.
Hey, since when they blurring out license plates?
I can show you.
What's up with that?
No, I can show you how to do it.
No, but they never did. Google's doing it now.
Oh, they do it. Yeah. Well, if it's
Is it Google,
it
or is
can
it the
be.
people, or is it the people living at 195?
So you can do it yourself. Anybody can do it. You can. I can
Okay.
show you how to. I can show you how to blur your house out.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So, but if your car's on Google on your house, you can go in. There's a couple of ways to do it, and you can actually blur your whole house, or you can blur your car plates. So we don't know whose plates those are. But
So
again,
are we sure that this is just a home, Mike, a residential home, right? So
right.
so if they use this as an address, then that's not a big deal, right?
No.
Because you can do that with an LLC.
Yeah, I just want to know eventually who lives there. Who's the actual owner of the house? But they're using it as a mailing address. Basically, this is where the mail's going to go. I don't think
if I'm working for that company, right, and I give them the address comes here.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's say you are going to be you're this company, expert data analysis, and you have a contract with Canton Police, right, with this company, and they're going to be like, okay, we need these 3 bank machines. Canton Police will go get that on a flash drive. They'll send it to expert data analysis and then pay the money, right? How are they pay it through the bank?
Right.
This company front really does nothing. It's just an actual fucking address, mailing address. And maybe someone swings by once a week and picks up POs or whatever it might be. And then the money just goes into the Morgan Stanley accounts through this guy, Whitfield. So he's basically taking the money from 195, which is the business, and then Whitfield as the
investor.
Yes, resident. He's the resident agent. Will take it and maybe buy other. I don't know what he does with it. That's another whole other angle. And someone I just saw in the chat just said O'Connell's involved with Whitfield. You're right. So I'm not. We were talking about that earlier today, but we're focusing on this Fanning thing and how quick they wanted to get rid of this company because they knew it was a loose end.
That's right. Because that company did some bad stuff. That company got caught editing video in a prior case, and it got thrown out because of the edited video. Specifically that.
Here's the thing, too, Tom.
And here we are again.
Here's the other thing. So the actual work, the data expert, it's not being done at 195. It's being done at the DA's office.
Oh, yeah.
But they're double dipping and throwing the money to this company. You hear me? So
yeah.
So the district attorney's office has a company that they use only for data extraction. Okay.
Yeah.
All your Cellubrate, all your videos go through them. Town of Canton wants to go to the door, drop something off. The DA then sends it to this data extraction company, expert company, and they will get billed accordingly. Now, Canton's in their head, well, we have to budget in money for extractions for Cellubrate because they cost the DA money, or they get it from the state in their budget ahead of time to use that money. And then the smaller municipalities like Canton, Braintree, whoever's in the Norfolk County District Attorney's Office, all of those districts all get sent to Norfolk County District Attorney. Then he sends it out for the billing through the state and collects whatever millions he's got going on and spends the money because they need to use a third party, right? They can get Colleen saying she's not that good. She's overworked. We're going to send this parcel out to the other company that she's involved with.
Wow. And you know what? I think O'Connell has a boat in Marina Bay.
He owns fucking Marina Bay, dude. He built Marina Bay.
So he may have some influence over some like real estate deals. Would you think so?
Well, if Mikey Meatball lives right down around the corner and also has a boat, and Berkey had a boat, Marina Bay.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like, okay, we have these 3 cameras. Let's use the Sally Port. Let's use the library coverage, and maybe just use a bank one, like they know they can get access to.
Okay.
You go in.
Bank of America somewhere.
Yeah. Go in, flip your badge. We have the right to take that. We're doing an investigation. Here you go. No problem.
Who's gonna say no to a Norfolk County District Attorney investigator? We need.
Right.
Here's my badge. Here, I got a gun. Like,
Right.
gimme.
Right. So now they go back to the headquarters, and then they'll say, okay, we need to extract all this, take a look at it, and figure out the timelines between it. And you're going to see, well, that's not going to line up with the narrative. That's not going to line up with the timetable. Now, I'm not saying it happens every single time. And if they probably do the right thing, 80% of the time, and then 20% of the time they need to help somebody out. And a couple things can happen. If the video's damning, they lose it. They take it from the bank. Bank, overwrites its fucking computer. This company will say, "Oh shit, we're not going to let this out. We'll shut it down. Let's get rid of it." Or we need this for trial. What can you do to make it more in favor of our narrative in our timetable? You're on mute.
So, like, they could just take any video and make it end up with what, like they can make a video, say, look, he ran this person over, and here's the video of it. They can create that video.
Yeah.
And that will send you to jail.
Yep. Or let's say this. You're at a bar, and there's the camera of the street, and you drive off, and there's someone out in front of the bar is walking across the street and gets hit by a car. They know what cars are leaving the parking lot, right? They can kind of just go in on their. Yeah. Let's just say it was a cop that was leaving, right?
Okay.
And actually did the hit and run. Well, they can make that go away.
Oh, absolutely.
Right.
Nan just came in. She wants us to give her a recap. All these people are involved in the outside LLC, the corporations that have to do, and they have access to the data. So the Norfolk County DA sends it to this company that is owned and run by Fanning and Crawford, who work for the DA's office. So they're double dipping. They're doing the work, and they're charging the company and getting paid on the company. Is that what you're saying, Mike?
Yeah, exactly right, Tom. But the name on the billing won't be Crawford or Fanning, because that'll just...
You can't have them. You have a third person as a front.
Expert Data Analysis LLC had William Whitfield, who's a Morgan Stanley guy who grew up in Stoughton, went to Stonehill College with Tully, and now has a business in the South Shore. And also, someone already mentioned in the chat, he is in business currently right now with William O'Connell of Marina Bay. So this is a huge moneymaker, because when you're a district attorney, you have to apply for your budget every year. Let's think about how much money, how many videos they look at. Probably every murder.
Every unnatural death, they have to investigate it. And they get this, like, how much video they get now, right?
Even if when you get a natural death, let's just say it's a normal one, like that guy that was found in the backyard of Avon or whatever.
Yeah,
so
and in the well.
Right. You pull the video, you send it to this company, which is in the district attorney's office, really. That's really happening right there. But it's happening in this front of a house, right? Because Colleen's going to be doing it, and Fanning's going to be doing it. But Whitfield's... The
address on the mailing address on the LLC that all three are involved in is this 195
River
Street in Braintree.
Right.
Nan. And this is what 195 River Street comes up in Braintree, Nan. This is what it comes up on Google Earth. So they think that's where all the billing goes to.
So this is like a Nigerian scandal. You send me the tapes, right? Now, here's the thing. This is the fucked up thing, Tommy. Guess who's writing the checks to this company? It's the Norfolk County District Attorney's Office.
Right. So they're paying them to look at the video and make sure it's good to go, right?
And then the kickbacks start happening. So the state, Maura Healey, approves the Norfolk County District. Let's just use $1 million. I know it's a lot more to do data expert analysis, because they actually average, 40 deaths a year and all these other whatever it might be. They need that, right? Body cams that they wear, they're supposed to wear. Well, they can enhance. They can do whatever the fuck they want with it. Let's just take the Sally port and invert it, make it fuzzy,
right?
Do everything because
That's why all these cameras are all bad footage because they do it on purpose to make you think that they don't have good clear footage with these cameras. These cameras are crystal clear. Some of them they're brand new, and that's no. They do that on purpose.
They did, and they knew, and they knew what they were doing. This company was dissolved 3 days after John's murder.
And then what happened 2 weeks after, Mike? So they dissolved John's murder. 3 days later, this company, poof, the one that Fanning's involved with. Fanning is involved with this investigation, and poof, the company's gone.
Right.
But then what happened 2 weeks later?
Well, stop. What happened was the Birchmore case. But they're such ballsy motherfuckers. Birchmore was murdered in 21, so they actually had over a year to keep. And no one was looking at Birchmore. She didn't have any resource, right? So game plan still is normal. We're not going to eliminate video. No one's going to know about it. John happens. Oh fuck. Okay, we got a cop situation.
Right.
Can't
Just
whatever.
Big deal. Right.
Big deal.
So why wouldn't they send the all footage to them?
Right. To control it.
100% because it's a cop. So
if you have a an unbiased person that's just like a celebrate guy, whatever his name is, I forget his name. But if you he's just going to give you the results and you do what you want with it. Well, these guys are changing the results to fit the narrative of the story they want.
So they have the ability to make the video and to make it look like you did something you did not do, and they can convict you on it. That's pretty nasty, Mike.
Correct.
That's pretty bad.
And I'm finding out other things where there's missing dash cam videos that just they get lost. So let's just say,
weird. How does stuff get lost at a police department? Time out. Don't they secure stuff?
No,
everything's blocked.
I think they actually download what they're supposed to download, Tom, but they know if they send it to the district attorney's office, it's going to be
good to go.
Okay, good to go. So Morrissey gets a tape. All right, guys. Fanning has the discussion with Colleen. This is what needs to happen, and this is evolving over months of time. But that's your original question. So this company dissolved on the 2nd of February. 2 weeks later, O'Connell and Whittier start their own company.
Wow. What are the odds, Mike?
Pretty fucking shady, dude.
What are the odds?
So it's a real estate company.
Dude. So they can funnel all the money through a real estate deal. They can sell that house. They can sell that house in Braintree over and over and over and over again. Think about that, Mike. I'm going to sell it to you. Then I'm going to sell it to Colleen. Then I'm going to sell it to him. Then I'm going to sell it back to you. I'm going to sell it back to you. I'm going to sell it back to you. And everyone, it's.
That's why some of these guys don't need to work the overtime. That's why you see.
That's why the chief can afford a $1.8 million house. The chief of Canton is living in a $1.8 million house.
Lieutenant Gallagher,
she works hard for her money.
All right. So there's ways there's money getting back to these people. All they have to do is have another company. Like Helena builds cabinets for houses, whatever. Bill has a third, bill it to that. Just give me the money to that, and no one's going to check them, dude, because they have all the connections.
Who would check a guy with the gun and the badge?
They'll kill you. They'll fucking absolutely straight up kill you. You start fucking around with people's money, real money, not just $1,000 pie. I'm talking real money. Hundreds of thousands of dollars a year. Now, if you don't want to take the money, you want to just keep piling it in so you don't have to fucking show taxes. You have this guy Whitfield. You have this guy Whitfield just to diversify for you. So over the course of your career, and you're just giving this company all these tapes, all this money, and you go, listen, I can't be on the radar, but when I retire, shit's gonna get real for me. I'm gonna be set for life.
And that's how they can fund. That's how they clean money.
Yeah. Yep.
Oof.
So Colleen Crawford lives in fucking Stoughton. Fanning's from Stoughton.
Did they all go to Stonehill? Maybe.
Well, I don't know what Colleen did. I don't know what Fanning did. Fanning was in the army, I believe. I think. But Whitfield went to Stonehill. That to me was the flag that blew it up for me. I go, okay, This way, he's from Stoughton, graduated in 04. Skating got on the force in 05, I think, in Stoughton, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
basically
Started there.
Yeah. So
and then went to the DA's office from there.
And they all play hockey.
Yeah, they're all hockey players. They all play hockey together, by the way.
You know how it goes in a hockey room? Hey, dude, this Whittier guy was probably like, hey, if you guys want to set up a third party company, you know what I mean? Skating's not smart enough to figure that shit out. Neither is Colin Crawford. You know, they're just going about their day. And I'm sure there's every day there's stuff that just goes the right way for them. They don't need to do anything. Here you go. But they're still getting paid. They're still getting paid because the Norfolk District Attorney's Office has got to pay for, we'll call it an expert witness to come in, right? They write it up to this company. Read it up to this company for investigative work through data extractions. And I can't imagine.
Guy.
Well, actually, with a FOIA, you might be able to get some information. I don't know.
How much money you think they can run through that company, the DA's office? How much can they give them?
So let's say Michael Morris, he's 4 years, you know, he's every 4 years. He's probably requesting $5 million a year just to, you know, use to extract data. Because phones, everybody's got a phone, right? Every business has got a camera, right?
You know, forget about the money. Think about the power they have, that they have access to that type of evidence that they have.
It's so biased, dude. It's not even fucking funny.
How is this possible? How?
So, all right.
How does the DA's office use a company they know is the same freaking people?
All right.
They're the smart ones, right? It's either one of two things. It's either intelligent, intentional, or incompetent. One or the other.
Yeah, it's intentional. This one's crazy. Like, oh, okay. I want to go back to just like a reminder. Remember when Hernandez killed the two guys in the truck after the nightclub? Remember he pulled up next to him and sprayed him?
Yep.
So now you have a craft. He gets approached hey, listen, we got Hernandez on tape with two of his friends, right?
Oh, you can't have that. That won't look good.
They send it to a fucking company that controls the videos,
and they couldn't find out who it was, right?
And you have two janitors now that, you know, are just out having a good time with no resources, can't speak English. You know how easy for them it is to bury that, right?
Who's going to even question them, Mike? This is the whole thing. Nobody questions them. They can't be questioned.
How many cameras are on fucking that street when he left that bar with a bank machine, businesses that are looking outside? You mean to tell me you have a picture of a forerunner, but you can't see a cropped up picture of who's inside?
Yeah, no.
I mean, right? And then you have a picture of the inside of the club that's only a snippet of what really happened. And that's what they release, right?
Right.
So look over here. We got Tom. Mr. Kraft, we took care of you, all right? But this motherfucker is a piece of shit, all right? Just so you know. But he goes out and he does it again.
Because he got away with it, and he knows he can get away with it.
Right. Well, I don't know if he actually. I think someone called in, or someone, you know, how many details does Kraft throw at Canton?
Oh my God, yeah. So there you go. Again, it comes back to money, right? Who's going to argue with Robert Kraft? You won't be working the detail if you friggin' make a comment about that. So shut your face. That's all that comes down to. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so listen, hey, we need this. Even if Kraft got a hold of the video,
dude, this is Robert Kraft we're talking about here.
No, I'm just throwing shit out how it could happen. I'm not saying.
I know. I'm just saying, but that does make sense, Mike, because there is a lot of details done at the friggin'.
Right.
When do you see a chief doing a detail? First off, that's a whole nother topic.
How many millions of dollars does he spend in detail? Kraft alone. Okay. Now
staggering.
Right. Now he needs a favor. You know, the fucking price of a detail went up on that fucking that year. You know it went up.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. I can see that. I can definitely see that happening. Absolutely, positively.
Right.
Wow, dude.
Right. Think about the ones in the Suffolk County, man. It's just crazy.
Wow, but
so
they control not only do they control the narrative, they control everything, Mike.
So
Video doesn't lie, does it?
No. Well, it can if you wanted to. Now,
Well,
what
for a price.
Yes. So what? So let's say you're a
No,
high
Video
roller.
Jesus needs to get on this.
Yeah.
She needs to start looking at all the videos they've done, because she's put the one she pulled apart. She looked at the friggin' the Y's different on driveway. That's how amateur it is, guy.
I'm not saying they're good. I never mentioned the word. But here's the thing: no one's ever. I don't think a lot of defendants have ever gone this far where they need to produce meta tag. No one's ever asked for it.
Bingo.
One's been smart enough. You don't have enough money to pay me that kind of money to be that good.
And then who's going to argue with the DAs who goes to this expert company that does it for a job? No one's going to argue with them. They're the experts. Expert data analysis.
Right. You have
They're the experts
coming in testifying this is true and accurate under a judge or under a system that might look the other way. And let me tell you, if you put a video in front of a juror,
this is so friggin' not right.
Yeah, if you put a video in front of a juror, they're gonna go. Wait, it's like DNA.
Exactly.
I like DNA. Right? Oh, how can they change that? Well, this company can. This company can. And Video Jesus will show you, like, if you add heat to it, if you back off the heat to it, if you there's so many ways you can do it. How many files you can do it to. But I'm just at the business side of it. I'm not into how the actual
right
it's done. That's up to them. But just to have these connections.
The power, Mike, the freaking power that they have.
Right.
Wow.
So I know I texted you earlier, Tom, and Tom, I go, Tom, I found something. I got something for you. What was it? An hour later? Hey, we gotta go live.
Yeah.
we gotta go live with this. So that's why I came on.
So we got to maybe figure out the Stonehill College graduation schedule. Find out who graduated when, and see if they graduated together. I got a feeling that they're sorority brothers.
If Nan's listening, maybe Nan can get the or either Eve too. Eve's good.
Eve is good. Yeah, I was thinking about her right away.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, but now we can listen. It's out there, and I'm glad that we put it out there before the trial. So Karen's maybe it gets back somehow. If anyone out there wants to do research on this, please follow the ball.
Knock some holes in it. Yeah, knock some holes in it. If there's holes in here, let us know. I'm not afraid to be wrong. Yeah.
Yeah.
And she's never had a comment about it went out of business in 2022. Yeah.
And 2 weeks later, another company opened up, Boston South Real Estate.
Yep.
Now 2 weeks later.
Without who? Fanning and Colleen on it.
Right.
So now they're off. We want them off the paper. Get them off the paper. Get them off the paper.
Because they're bad. Yeah, they can't be on it.
No,
dude, Tommy, if they were doing work still, not on the books, that's kind of crazy.
They did a whole year with Birchmore. They said, "Fuck it, we're just gonna keep going." Right. And now I'm hearing there's minutes missing of the because if we never saw Farwell go in there. Fanning cleared Farwell, and he's in charge of the data extractions of what the videos might be.
You're telling me that they only have that one video of Fanning coming out of the elevator? That's it. They don't have his car outside. They don't have him coming in. None of that stuff. They have just that one.
Farwell, you mean coming out of the?
Yes, Farwell. I'm sorry,
dude. They have a video camera inside the fucking elevator. Most video cameras do. They do. They have driveway ones where you're parking, everything, and especially in a complex. Trash. Who dropped their trash off at what dumpster? If they have you on video.
Bingo. Exactly. Who did this? They have all that.
They have it all, dude. They have all of it. It's part of their insurance policy. The more cameras that a company has up, their insurance is cheaper.
Holy shit, Mike.
Yo.
Check this out. Wow. Thank God the Karen Reed people are absolutely freaking awesome. I love all you Karen Reed people. Check this out.
What happened? Someone already find something?
5 people in custody after large fight, stabbing at Mass Courthouse. Medford, handful of people were taken into custody after one person was stabbed outside of a Massachusetts courthouse on Monday.
Wow.
Officers reporting to a large fight in front of Cambridge District Court, Mystic Valley Parkway. Around noon, discovered a stabbing victim. Serious but not life-threatening wounds. Ooh, Chelsea, one dead, one hurt in a fight.
Wow.
Mike, the video that we're watching right here from wherever, right here.
Yeah.
The video.
Yeah.
That's from the TV cameras, right?
That's right.
This isn't edited.
Right. So they won't. So typically they won't. This company, LLC company, won't do anything with newses, right? News stations.
Okay.
They'll do like private businesses, banks that these cars went by and put them in the place of a timeline, so to speak. Now they can change that. You know, if they really was like trial 4, right? They fucking went through 4 trials and all this other shit to put this guy in the spot. And there was cameras of him walking out at a certain time and all this other shit changed because a cop was killed. Morgan was killed outside. Remember that? And then the timeline wasn't adding up and all that other stuff.
Yep.
Something happened with that video. Something shady. And then it took 3 trials to convict him and a 4th to get him off. And the guy went in for diapers or something that night. That's all he did. So if you don't
I remember that.
He
just went in for diapers.
But he happened to be there at the wrong fucking time.
I remember that. The poor guy.
Yep.
And Mike, they control all of it. Give me the video.
He can say, "I was the timeline doesn't match up," and they're gonna show him the video. And go, yeah, we have you there.
All they gotta say is, "Nope, don't see it. Not in here." Whoa!
So that blew my mind. So I wanted to get it over to you. I wanted to let you know before it gets out there. And I'm sick of the shit, man. I'm just sick of it. I'm sick of finding out how far it goes, like how far it really goes. You control the fucking narrative with the video now because jurors love the videos.
How much money has the Norfolk County District Attorney sent to that company? How much money, Mike?
Well, you wanted to do a FOIA request on the Celebrate upgrades. Remember that?
Yes.
Remember
Yep.
This is something you might be able to get. You might not be able to get from them. Who knows? They get buried under another name. That's why absolute power corrupts absolute power. You know, it just does, man. You have that kind of no one's checking you, Mike Morrissey. No one's looking into what you did, what you do. But those are the idiots. Yeah, there you go.
That's just the front. That's what
Tara,
I think.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tara. Just keep going, guys. Keep going with this, please. We beg you. That's all. That's the reason, right?
Beatrice Murphy just got it up there. Yep, there you go. So there you go. So they still had the front going after 21, and then 2022 they said we had to change it up. Wow. Crazy shit, dude.
Yep. See, for me, I can't get Twitter's coming up. Wait a minute. I'm gonna Twitter's up. Let me check for Video Jesus. She just did something about a video. She's pulling all stuff apart.
Hey, also the Bev just put out a list of the media guidelines, Tom, you might want to look at.
Yeah, I did. I'm on it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm considered a content creator.
So one camera, all this other shit going on.
I can't start filming until you get on the freaking stand. Really now?
Hey, Nick Nack. Yo. Yeah, I came back for this one because it was breaking news. Yeah.
All right.
I'm slowly coming back in. Yep.
40 minutes ago. Oh. Uh-oh. Let me share this. This is ugly. Love video, Jesus. This is good.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
How cute and creative. I love how Colleen, after observing dark video, quote, clarified them for the defense. I.e., I edited them. The only problem is you can't edit Equivision files. Export them out to play. You can't edit the file.
Okay. She's lying.
Yeah, you have to export the file so that once it's taken from Equivision, you got to send it out to another program. That program messes it up, changes, moves stuff around, take heads, swap heads, all that stuff.
Wow.
And she's given the exact how to. Oh my God, Abby.
Straight up bullshit, dude.
She's this right here. See, that's her. This is it. This is code. That's Abby's code that she writes, and these things are switches. This tells it what to do.
Put it back on the screen. It's on the screen.
Wait, it went off.
Yeah.
Oh, this is good. This is freaking rich.
Just so you know, Twitter was attacked today. That's why everything's kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
Right.
She's got. Can you see this now?
God. Yeah, I got it. Wow.
Mike, this is badass. She tells you how to do it. You can do exactly what Colleen Crawford did.
See, like I could, did Video Jesus go to school? She must have, right? Obviously.
Yeah. See this right here, Mike?
Yeah.
This is her code that she uses, and it tells each like this negative here.
Oh,
that's a switch. That's a switch telling it what to do. Input the MP4 file.
Right, like an overlay.
The subtitles, right? See the subtitles.
Yeah.
Copy the output to an MP4. You can play an MP4. Open After Effects, import it.
So you import what you want and then cut out and put the output someplace else.
Yes.
Holy, it's video layering right there. Yep.
So she's look at
fuck.
She tells you what settings. You know how there's a bunch of settings? She even tells you the settings to use. This is friggin' amazing. Wow.
Yeah, so talking about that overlays,
Mike,
I was watching.
They can show the freaking taillight broken when it really wasn't.
Oh yeah. Think
about that.
That's another big thing too. They can actually make it white when it's not actually white, just so you know.
They can make the taillight broken when it wasn't broken, hence why the taillight itself was gone and disappeared.
Exactly right, Tom. Exactly right. So when that dash cam video of Karen's car in the driveway at 8 a.m. with a little bit of snow and it looks broken already, was altered.
They packed the snow in it. Yep.
Well, no, it was altered. Yeah, they made it look like it was snow on it. AI is incredible. Just fucking incredible.
Freaking Abby. Love her. Man, she's good. Here you go. The video technician clarified the video footage on October 10th, 2024. Hey, that was relatively wasn't that far away, was that, Mike?
Yeah, well, they just got new video and
Commonwealth produced to the defense clarified videos. Why did they need to be clarified? Reports detailing the forensic clarification process, associated hash values, and extracted still images from the Canton Police Sally Port.
Oh. So they took a picture of an empty Sally Port and then just kind of laid it in, whited out a taillight. Because the dash cam video of Karen's car at One Meadows in the snow when we went for the well-being check. When there's a picture, I think it was Video Jesus did it, is that the wiper was going across the front of the cruiser. It was so thin you could see through the wiper and still see the car.
Yes.
So that was an overlay. Thank you. They pointed it out, which is see what I'm saying? Stuff like that visually, dumb it down, talk to me like I'm a 5-year-old, put it on the fucking screen.
It's hard. It's hard, right? But
because you read this off to somebody, Tom, like me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like, what really are you talking about? And they can say all they want, but you show me a video of a guy that's in the fucking area where he's not supposed to be. You altered it, and I believe that video, right? Because I can't believe this. I can't believe this shit was done, and I can't believe that you would do this shit. Now,
exactly,
we have proof that you can actually do it because that one picture she posted of the wiper going across the windshield, and it's so laid over, you can still see Karen's car through the fucking wiper.
It was clarified for you, Mike. Why does it need clarification?
It shouldn't. It shouldn't from the rip from Jump Street when
Mr.
Unetti when Mr. Unetti stepped up and said, I just want to make sure I'm going on the record that everything's preserved, which you really don't have to do in the state of Massachusetts. But let me tell you, fucking shit went sideways after that, man, because they knew what they had to do. I can't get over how many cameras they had to fucking go around and look and make sure, like pizza businesses, fucking,
Mike,
stoplights.
There's so
everywhere.
much video, right? It's real legitimate. There's so much video, but where's it all?
And
Check
Google
this out.
His Google searches, dude.
Defendant Fahey's motion for an order to the Norfolk District Attorney's Office to produce Fahey all unedited documentary and video, whatever that says, records in the possession in the matter of the receiver to filed of events occurring at the home ice sports. Wait a minute. You telling me this happened at a hockey rink, Mike?
So, right. So any video anywhere, private company, the only ones you're not going to be able to do are actually TV cameras. They're not going to give it to you. You know, like WBZ4.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
They're in bed with a lot of people. I don't know if they'd actually.
We know they're not appreciative of what Mr. Reed says, right? We know that as a fact.
Right.
They don't care.
Just to think that they have the ability to do whatever they want to anybody with a video. It's pretty scary.
Who's going to question them, right? Better yet, who's going to question the experts they sent it to?
Yeah,
that they just paid $10 million to.
So
whatever the cost is.
Fahey attorney asked the right question with the hashtag. They knew well enough that, listen, we don't want anything else but the original. And
correct.
If you can't produce that, it's garbage in, garbage out. That means it's been touched. Yeah.
Yep. And they wow. All right. Listen, I know the chat. Please like and subscribe. Please. I mean, the chat's going to take this and look at this, and we're asking you, please go check this. Please go and research what we just talked about. Please, we're asking.
Yeah, punch holes in it. And I've been posting stuff. I held back and posted this stuff because I wanted to give.
Yeah, there's other stuff, but it all seems to come back to Marina Bay somehow, some way. It's Marina Bay, Mike, and I don't know why. That's the big catch, but something about that place, Mike. They all got boats, right? It's a little boys' club or something.
Dude, it's of course, man. They all got fucking money, man. Who's paying for the boats? Who's paying
just for the slip? You know what it costs for a slip? Forget it.
Yeah, it's fucking. They do it by the foot.
Yep.
It's just for me. It's just so like if it was just some dude from Morgan Stanley, I wouldn't really think of being so bad. But where he's from, Stoughton, went to Stoughton,
plays hockey,
went to Stonewall College, plays hockey,
graduated with Tully, maybe like a sorority thing.
Someone needs to figure out when he graduated Stonewall. I haven't done that, but then he goes off and does his businesses in. It was the Series 7s, which is stocks, and then he gets his gets his licenses for everything else, and then he's playing hockey, let's say with Fanning,
So you're telling me that the guy that can alter the video, his best friend can make your money grow by investing it in real estate?
Yep. All you, Mr. Whitfield, all that's gonna happen is you're gonna see checks come in under this business name. We want you to diversify it under these certain people's names,
right?
For as long as we want. Ouch.
Wow.
And I can tell you what, we aren't the first one. No, we aren't the first district attorney's office to figure this one out yet either. It's like okay, it's like I want to sub something out. I'm gonna use the same contractor, right?
Yes.
I'm like a guy that controls the money that goes out for building houses, right? But I know that guy that I buy the lumber from, every 1,000 I get, he's going to give me 100.
Okay.
So I'm just buy all my wood from that guy, and at the end of the month, maybe I'll get a check for $700, right?
Yeah.
Where I could save $700 for the company and buy it someplace else, but I'm not going to do that. Here we are. There's other data companies out there, but they created their own. and they exclusively decide which one they're going to use.
Check this out, guys. How's
Oh,
that
man.
happen?
The
Here we
AC
go.
funding.
Tracy Lee, thank you very much. Again,
ACB.
Mike, our viewers are the best.
Yeah.
Seriously, we get the best. We get the best viewers anywhere.
Yeah.
Love you guys.
McGinnis, you're right. Quincy is the
Bingo.
episode of the, yeah, he's right.
Marina Bay,
100%.
baby. Scott knows.
No. Here's the other thing.
He knows. He ain't dumb.
The other thing with Quincy right now, they're going to go through a huge rebuilding in the next 5 years.
Quincy, we're back to Quincy. So everyone, it seems Quincy's the center of it, right?
So I bet you O'Connell's going to be involved in that real estate development. I'm sure other people involved that we know about are going to be involved because and all the money's going to come from fucking grants and funds from the feds. That money,
free money. That's free money. Found
right.
money, Mike.
Right.
Found, like, wow.
Some of it'll be taxpayers' money, and then all of a sudden it gets put into a ball. All right, we need to diversify this. So you have a company name that, but you can't be on the company's name, but you'll just be a association with it, like Colleen Crawford and Fannie. But Woody is the main principal, and he's taking the cash. So Colleen's not driving around in a Porsche, and Fannie's not driving around in a Maserati.
Right. It's in the bank.
He's getting set up for later in life when he punches his ticket and gets the golden parachute. That's why he's fucking he get dropped from the IA real quick because he was away. Right?
Yep. Yeah, he was.
They need him clean, dude. They need him real clean.
Not happening.
No, Birchville fucked him.
Yep. Wow. If they have the ability to manipulate video to the point where you can put somebody in jail, that's a problem. That's a big freaking problem.
Well,
that's bigger than just Karen Reed, dude. That's that's huge.
You're a smart guy, right? Do you think they have a fucking video Jesus person at the fucking Canton Police Department that's going over a video and can change it like that? No. Right? Do you think that detective, where is it? Eric DeGeronimo, whatever the fuck his name was?
Oh,
Nanny.
Come on, Nan. Really?
All right.
Thank you, Nan. We're trying.
Ground zero reporting.
Yeah, we're trying. She's awesome. Right. Nan.
She is.
Sorry for filling your head with all this nonsense, but I think other things are making sense, Nan.
Hey, did you hire somebody yet? Did you hire somebody yet?
She knows what's up.
But that, like, to me is like fucking mind blowing, dude. Like, so you're telling me, okay,
Boston South Real Estate Company.
Yeah, is that the one with O'Connell on it too, or no?
Probably yes.
Yeah.
And Whitfield and Tully play hockey. And we know who else plays hockey. We know Proctor plays hockey. He's goalie. We know Proctor plays. So does Buchanan play hockey too?
What happens?
I can't see him skating, but that's another story.
So why the stock market trash? I'll tell you, that's a whole nother level. I can tell you that's what I do, day trading. But it's hard. It's interesting. Like, so if you're a young guy and you're Proctor, imagine working for the state police, being part of the CPAC unit, knowing that every month, let's say you have another $3,000 going into another 401k, because everybody wants a piece of that pie.
Oh yeah, and that's easy money. That's all.
And once you take it, they fucking own you. They fucking own you, right?
Once you're done, no seconds, you're done for the first shot. Whitfield played hockey for Stonehill. I wonder if anybody has a Stonehill graduation. Do they have what do they call them? The yearbook. Do they have a yearbook?
He graduated in 2004. Yeah.
That's separate.
Yeah. She's dead now, dude. By the way, that was fucked up how that happened. She got hit by another car at a 4-way stop sign. Hello. All charges were dropped right after that. You know what Meatball said to him? Listen,
thanks for taking care of our problem.
I can't take care of a live body, but anything else I can do, the live body's on you. Oh, she's not around anymore.
Oh, she's not alive. Wow.
Sucked. And they thought they had him dead to rights. I would have fucking stashed that girl so far away. You know what I mean? I would have had her away.
We need to get people on the FOIA, that company that they were involved with. Because if the video editing company, If
Oh
they
yeah.
if they were involved with that video editing company,
It's over.
their name's anywhere on that. And that company was already proven to have given the false manipulated video to the courts already and got caught.
Yeah.
And you're gonna use them again?
Yep. Even if you get them on the Birchmore video, if you get any manipulation on the Birchmore, video of Farrell walking around there and it wasn't produced and it wasn't shown, that's federal. That's a federal case. They have all the resources. But then if you get, let's just say you have Canton, Stoughton, Avon giving all their detectives the right to use the Norfolk County District Attorney's Office, they then to send it out to this company or build this company, but do the work in house still. You know what I mean? They pay a director to sub it out, so to speak. You know what I mean? But it's actually happening inside. Because that the retired detective that had it on his screen or on his hard drive, he doesn't know how to do this shit with the fucking
no. He ain't doing. He ain't manipulating video.
You need a video Jesus. You need someone with a coding skill.
100%.
Right. So it doesn't happen that way. So a lot of cops just go drop it off at the district attorney's office.
And just a heads up, people, the guy that we're talking about graduated Stonehill with a master's in finance and a minor in what? What did he minor in, Mike? Do you remember?
Real estate.
No, the other guy. The other guy. He minored. He went.
Whitfield.
Yeah, Whitfield. What was his? He went to college. He went for something. The first thing I think he went was for
finance.
Finance, and his other one was what? His minor.
I forget. What was it?
Video editing. At Stonehill. That was his minor. Something to do with video editing, that type of stuff. That was his minor.
So I guess just through Texas, we were talking, say, we understand now, we get it now. But one thing to see it like this, because we just reverse engineered it and went back into it. And this is all public information because they have to apply for a business license. And in order for Norfolk District County Attorney's Office to pay somebody, it has to be legitimate business. But unless you're Canton, because you don't need an LLC with Michael Trotter, you can plow for nothing and just show up and get a check.
Good. Scott made a good point, right? I don't understand how Farwell was arrested and Meatball and his goon squads of detectives. Scott, that's real easy because they don't have to. They have all the time in the world. The FBI can do whatever they want, whenever they want. And it's funny. I talked to the DUI guy this morning. You know what he said about the FBI? He's dealt with the FBI with some of his clients. They don't tell you jack squat. No. Helena must have made it up. Or she was told, but there's nothing on FBI letterhead that says anything remotely of the sort.
She didn't even sign it, dude.
Listen,
she didn't even fucking sign it.
If they turned the murder of Sandra Birchmore into that from a suicide to that, if the FBI did that, they made that determination. They flipped it over. Who made a mistake and why? How did this get by? They arrested the guy, the right guy. But how did it get by? You're telling me the FBI is not investigating how this guy was allowed to walk?
Intentional or incompetence?
That's what the FBI is looking at. And they ain't leaving because now they're looking at everybody now. Now they're looking at how Helena got her house.
If we figured this out, Tom, they already have. They know this. Well, maybe they're the ones leaking it. Maybe they're the ones leaking it and they're having a good time with it. Said, okay, we don't have to fuck you, but we'll watch some other people fuck you.
And at the same time, we got to be careful because we don't know where Josh is in regards to what he's doing. I'm not Josh, the new lady. I'm sorry, the new FBI director. So we don't know. But we don't know where she is, so we don't want to do anything to mess that up in any way, But this is bad. This is bad. This whole thing is bad. Fanning, the same guy in charge of the jury, is involved in an LLC that does video editing, which involves, the same editing video and stuff that happened. And he's involved with Crawford in their boss is Tully, who's friends with Whitfield, who graduated with him, and
I mean Fanning too, right? Yeah.
And Fanning. They're all connected here. They're all brothers here, bud. This is is not good.
Yeah, it's all one circle of love.
Wow.
But someone's got to sign off on that, and Meatball is the guy that's going to know what's going on.
How can he not? How can he not? He's at Marina Bay, the middle of it all, Mike. There's no way you do anything without Marina Bay knowing.
That's right. O'Connell.
Hey, do you know anything about the audit?
Dude, April 1st, we're supposed to get it. I don't know anything about it.
Wow. Okay.
Wow,
that's kind of strange. It seems to just have vanished. Like, you know.
Oh yeah, dude, it's fucking shady. I got my Sue Harrington signing at my grass though, so let's fucking go.
Good,
yeah.
Good.
You know, fuck it.
Wow.
Yeah, this shit's crazy, man. This shit's crazy. Like,
can't make this up.
Like, to change the timestamps is pretty ingenious.
The Chiron, the bottom, but they did it wrong.
That's right. They did it wrong. They fucked up. So,
I'm blown away by chain of custody from day one. That's been my issue. Chain of custody. You have to have it. And then did you hear the state police investigative team never got called?
No, I know.
You didn't hear that?
No,
I heard that.
They called the CERT team and said, yeah.
No.
Nope.
Who was the people walking looking for friggin'? Remember they lined up shoulder to shoulder, cross looking for taillight? Who were the people shoulder to shoulder then? It wasn't the state police.
It was a CERT team, not the CSI's team. So it's two different teams. One's just to go look for a person in the woods.
Right.
They called that team in.
Okay.
To look for evidence and
they didn't call the all right. So they called on purpose.
On purpose. Tully called the on purpose.
Wow. Crazy town. We're living in another world, bud. Another world.
So here's the thing, too. You got to figure out somewhere that Garino's name's attached to this because he's doing phone extractions and then he's doing the Google searches and shit. Okay.
Right.
So I don't know if it's possible to get into a phone and extract and change a Google search. Because Ian Whitfield tried and Celebrate and it just doesn't happen. I think Apple has it locked down and Google has it locked down. You can't fuck around and find out with a company like that. But if you go to a pizza shop and pull a fucking video, yeah, no problem. Right?
That whole thing is strange, dude. That's just strange.
So that's what's been going on. So they can't really get rid of a Google search like Jen did, right? So they have that. Or they can't do the phone calls through Apple or AT&T. No, they can't get through those firewalls. But they can make shit disappear on video, put you into a different place at a different time, and frame your ass. Put your car pulling in when you were there.
They can take. That's right. Just change it to Chiron at the bottom. Yep, you're home at 5 o'clock.
You were there 40 minutes earlier than they said you were. No, we had you there at 5 o'clock. No, I was there at 4:30. No,
this camera says you were here at this time. Wow, guy.
And then you're gonna show a receipt saying that how are you gonna disprove that when you have a video saying that you were there at 5? You know, they tried to do it to Karen, but the fucking ring company had the daylight savings time wrong, and they figured that out. Remember, Mike was trying to put it an hour late.
So that was edited too.
Well, they were gonna try to edit, but it matched up. At the times matched up with Mike wanted, but they forgot about daylight savings time.
Right. Dude, this is all wrong. This is all wrong.
I can't.
Wow.
I just, I hope people punch holes in this, but because it's fucked up, man.
How much money you can run through a real estate company, guy? That LLC can fucking take that money and invest it into a friggin' real estate development fund.
The other thing I'm hearing, Tommy, is that this company used to pay for conferences at colleges to run seminars. So they would have their own. Okay, Mike Morris is going to do a speech at a college to reduce recruitment.
Okay.
This company would pay for Mike to speak on his off hour after,
So that's just slush money.
Double dipping, like he's getting. Right,
and of course, he's getting paid. He's getting paid his salary, right? And he's going to get paid extra to go there.
Speech. They do it 3 days at a college. Food,
Oh yeah, everything. I mean, he's only what? He's only what? 20 minutes away.
Right. So you apply for the state for your budget again. You put in for travel entertainment, right?
Yep.
T&E, and whatever that goes to this company because it's going to be on videoing and editing what we can do at the state police. If you want to have your career at this college, you want to come out and work for the DA. Well, if you're a video or a coder, we need you. But we're gonna, once after a couple of years get to know you, we're gonna pay you off a little bit. And we're gonna own your ass,
man.
And the ones that don't play, just live a normal life and don't, get shipped out or whatever.
I'm sure accidents happen, Mike.
Oof.
Mike, just the money they can funnel through with the real estate thing, Mike. Just like legally, they can legally import that money.
Yeah. Well,
so
how
much is the DA given? How much is DA giving that company?
That's what we need to find out.
Production. Bingo.
Yeah. Right. We don't. How many times has that house been sold?
Think about the money you and I could make just flipping houses to each other and just ripping the banks off.
Tom, I think we kicked over a hornet's nest, man.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Well, either way, it's out there. Please, guys, run with this stuff.
Yeah.
Yep.
I know it kind of came early. Thomas was going to break it tomorrow morning, but he couldn't. And I said, no, all right, let's go. Let's do it.
You guys deserve it. You guys are good. But we want you guys to work on this because there's a lot here. Trust me. We threw a whole bunch at you. So we're sorry for that. I mean, there's a lot.
Anybody have any questions, Tom? You think we missed
out on?
I'm
sure they got questions. Is it a RICO case? I would say
yeah.
Right there, yeah.
Well, if you go to the Birchwood case, you have all these entities working together to cover up one thing. That's a RICO case.
And think about this, right? Remember they said when Proctor went in to see the medical examiner, they couldn't say, Proctor would have had the ability to say, hey, I saw video of this whole thing incident, and this is what the video shows. And
exactly.
So
exactly.
They can actually way produce a different outcome other than the truth. They have that ability.
So here's a narrative. We have video from a rig camera that he was actually hit by a car. WBD reports that.
Have a nice day. And if they wanted to, they could produce it. They could actually produce that as a video of that happening. They have that ability.
Make it very grainy, very, barely you can see someone falling. The bullshit they could do. No, we just had it happen again. I mean, we're having it happen every day with this stuff. Just people getting caught in videos and not doing the right thing. Think about like Proctor going down to the medical's office and just telling them, we have it on video. He was hit by a car. She's obviously going to go that route. What would be any different from that? The snowstorm out there, right? And all this other shit. What else? I don't blame Mary Scory Bell or whatever, but still do your job. And it doesn't say, well, if you were hit by a glass, right? Because what's his face? Tight pants. Bukaki thought it was a fucking a DV, a domestic violence at first.
Correct. That was what they first went after. Remember that?
Yeah, right. But John didn't make it to the coroner's office for a while. And now here's the other thing, Tom. I want to know what the ambulance drivers told the RNs when they were wheeling Johnny in. Was it a DV or was it a hit and run accident? That's fucking huge.
Mike, you ready for this? If it was a DV, when he was on that gurney when they called him and they said code, right? The first thing that happens is they bag his hands. Yeah. If it's a DV, they put paper bags over his hands in both hands. Right. They bag him. They never did that with John. You tell me why that didn't happen. If it was a DV case, why was his hands not bagged?
Bukaki called it a DV with the glass. Remember that was the whole thing.
Fingers scratching, fighting. Why didn't they bag his hands?
I don't know. But I want to know what the firefighters said to the nurses when they were wheeling them in. Hey, we have a DV. Let's put on if they said that. Let's put a nurse on the stand saying that not all told me nothing about he was hit by a car. if not all heard her say, I hit him at the scene, why did he fucking say it at the nurse's station when he's getting wheeled in? I heard her say, I hit him. It's not a DV, it's a car accident. That's what I want to fucking know. You sleuths out there, help me with that.
As far as I thought, it went in as a DV. That's what I thought it got sent in as.
Then why the fuck would all of a sudden they remember I hit him when they said under oath they said they heard him say it there at the scene?
Because we started questioning that whole thing. John's a 6 foot tall athlete, athletic basketball player who has the ability to sidestep his way away from a vehicle coming at him at any speed. 20 miles, 50 miles, 100 miles an hour, he could sidestep and get away from that car and not get hit. He could dive. I guarantee he's that ability to do that. There's no way he got hit in the way that he tried to stop the car with his arm like Superman. Not happening. Nope.
Susie Q, Seaport. I come from a background on my in-law side. My mother-in-law's a nurse who worked there, and you're absolutely right. The nurses run the show. The doctors
absolutely.
Yep. Work. So the doctor said I was never told anything. They put the wrong guy in the stand. They should have cross-examined on our end. All right, defense team, Mr. Jackson,
please,
Mr. Yannetti, if you can find somebody that can testify that not all Flammy or whatever her name is, Kate McLaughlin, no one ever said the word I hit him inside that fucking hospital. Then you have conflicting reports from I heard him at the crime scene as opposed to I heard him at the hospital. Someone's lying. Yeah, John would have got out of the way.
But look at this.
What?
Sherry, right on the money. He was doing his heel toe shuffle at the friggin' waterfall. Yeah. He's right. He can move his feet. He's like,
yeah. Right. Do we get? I don't even remember. Did they get the blood alcohol on John? I don't remember.
I don't remember. I honestly don't remember.
See,
it would be funny if they did, right?
Right. But back to the video thing. It's like DNA in the time. Juries want DNA. They want to know if they're going to convict somebody. They're 100% right of the DNA. It's kind of the same thing with video store robberies, assaults inside of a debate, a little Star Market or whatever you have, a 7-Eleven. 7-Eleven. If you get a 7-Eleven robbery and you want to get a guy and it's not the guy, but you want to get a guy, they have the ability to change time. If that guy was there within an hour or before, they can make it show that he was there at the same time as getting robbed. That's scary. No one should have the power to do that. It should be sealed, meditate. That's why the hash tags, the hash values, are hash values, and the meta is so important. That's why they keep pounding away for it. Show me the meta.
Wow.
But if you don't want to get a live witness, go to
this crazy guy. Crazy. I don't understand it. Why are they that dumb?
When the handoff happened, I want to know what nurse was pushing the gurney to John to the room and what was told to her, because the fucking ambulance drivers are definitely going to tell her what's going on. What is going on?
Yep.
Other than he was found in the cold, unresponsive, they're going to say, we heard her say, I hit him. Well, yeah.
Right. Yep.
Now it's a car crash, right? That was at 7:00 in the morning. Now, but Bukaki is calling it a domestic at 9:30 in the morning. He doesn't know what happened.
No.
And all of a sudden, the story gets changed through Lank. Come back and tell him, hey, I forgot to tell you I heard this. Then the fucking story changed. So they can't undo the lie if they told one at the nurse's handoff at the station. Because they already said, no, we don't know. It wasn't I hit him. We think it's a domestic violence because we found flat.
Right.
Someone fucked up there.
And that's all in the nurse's notes too. They all of them write that down. This is what was said to us, and they're really good about putting that on paper. That's their job.
That's right, Tom. And guess what? It's on film.
Oh.
It's on film.
Yeah, the nurse's station's recorded, by the way. So if they went and talked to a nurse,
and if they typed it into, they don't take a note. They actually put it into a computer too.
Yes, they type it in.
So where's that? Where's all that? They don't get rid of that data. That data stays, like your medical record stays with you forever.
Yeah.
Right. So
and HIPAA doesn't apply after you pass away, by the way. So don't let them use that as an excuse if you're not getting anything if you want. Yeah. It's crazy, dude. I don't understand it.
But the only problem is Levinson was a nurse. She worked at Milton, though. She wasn't at Broughton, I believe.
Yeah. Brockton was closed. Brockton was closed at the time.
So can as a nurse, do you have the ability to go in to anybody's file from any station? Like if you worked at
No.
it has to be a Brockton.
If you show up to work and you're allocated, you're room 4, 5, and 6. You're 1, 2, and 3. They have to deal with those patients in those rooms.
No, my question is, like, if you wanted to go in and change notes from another hospital under another patient's name from another hospital, can you do that?
No.
All right.
No.
Because Levinson was a nurse at another hospital.
It does apply. Oh shit! I didn't know that. I thought HIPAA died with the body. I thought that it doesn't. Wow.
Well, it's not maybe not in a murder case.
Or maybe I wonder if Massachusetts is different. But still, I mean, you would think that HIPAA is good. It's good. You would think, right?
So I guess my question is, and then if the accident happened at Brockton, but you're a nurse in, let's say, 2 towns over, can you log into the same database that Brockton has as a Milton nurse at a Milton hospital and look and see what happened to Mr. O'Keefe? That's okay.
Negative.
That's what
no,
right.
Absolutely no. There's so much safeguards that you can't get in. You have to be physically in that hospital on a workstation to put notes into the computer.
So Levinson did that. But here's my question. If I lived through this whole incident and then 2 years later, I go to Milton Hospital just for a checkup, they have to request the records from Brockton to be sent over to them. Am I saying that right? Okay.
Yes.
All right.
So you can bring your records from one hospital to another. But here's the problem.
My permission. But
yes, they're your records.
But I'm dead now.
But here's the problem, though. If your records are in a format that's different than another hospital's format,
right?
Then you have to either do a conversion, or they don't see them, or whatnot.
So having Dr. Rice up there as an expert, as a witness from the prosecution, I don't think it did him any favor because he was a dick. But if you get a couple of nurses out there with empathy that saw what John went through and ask them like
my chat.
See? Wow.
So like,
oh shit.
Like different hospital groups. You know, like there's 3 or 4 hospitals in a group. They'll sign up for this so they can use my chat across the different hospitals, but they're in the same network.
Gotcha.
So if someone else uses my chat, say Brockton Hospital uses my chat, they can't log in to St. Luke's.
But they're part of Brigham's. But I'm not saying
they can't. There's no access there. But they can still use it direct.
Gotcha.
So it's like you're in direct. It's like a browsing session. It's like your own browser.
I just want to make sure that if anybody needs to dig into that side of it, we don't lose that. And guess what else? Mike Camerano's wife is a nurse at that hospital.
Oof.
Or a hospital in Brockton, either Brockton Hospital or Good Sam. I don't know which one she's a nurse at. She was working that night. She was the one calling Mike to wake him up at 5 something in the morning, or 6 o'clock, 6:30 in the morning to wake him up. He wouldn't answer the phone because he was out that night with John. But she was the one that told Mike what happened, Mike Camerano. And she's a nurse. She only works weekends. Yeah. I'm not sure what hospital she worked at. So I'm not gonna throw them out there. But there's only 2 in Brockton Hospital and Good Sam. So but my point being is that if there was a way to get in there as a nurse and overwrite it later on, then that's fuckery. But I want to know what the nurses said. If the investigator could get down there and get an affidavit of something that's not what we heard, or that's not what was told to us. We didn't look for any of that. And you can even see Paul O'Keefe. He looks like he went through 10 rounds with Mike Tyson. He didn't know. And he didn't know Karen's car, alleged in theory, was the one that was supposed to hit John. Because they didn't know that until they got back to where? One Meadow later on after Jen McCabe launched the plan.
And there was tail light in his driveway from her hitting his vehicle. That's where the tail light that's where the pieces came from, Mike. I'm convinced of that. Because they went from there to, it just makes sense to me.
Again, altered video. Maybe it is there, but it's really not showing up there.
Mm.
And they had that video, bro. Right?
They had all the video. Who's not gonna give them video?
Right. Right.
So, wow. All right. Well, listen, the chat's already running with it. See where it goes.
I'm gonna
see where it goes. I mean, the nurses. I'd love to have a nurse on here to talk about this. They're special breed themselves. The nurses, man.
How much communication actually happens between the ambulance driver? I'm sure there's a shitload, and I know they're probably tight. I want to know if anybody said, "I hit him." I heard her say she hit him with a car. Any of those words like that? Was anything written down? Is there anything in his chart? Is there anything in a note on a like a notepad in the back of a computer screen? That's a smoking gun. Because if you got someone saying nothing like that, yeah, yep. She used to go and do these fucking presentations to colleges. Tom's deep, dude. It's deep, man. Is it nurse in the chat? All right.
They know what's up.
Right?
Oh my God.
Yeah, I can't go back and watch it again, guys. I can't even talk anymore. And I like to even sit on this. That's why I'm back, and my blood pressure. Sorry, that's the problem. It's
gotta get that down. This is wow.
Lisa J from Tennessee. Okay. Yeah.
Where are you? There you go. Yep.
And when you have somebody like that coming in on a weekend, you have an ER nurse there, and NP, whatever. They are going to ask several questions to the ambulance driver because they want the oxygen level. They want this.
Oh yeah, all the data. Absolutely. Yes.
Someone had to say what he was just found out there in the cold. He was hit by a car because we heard her say it, or it's a DV.
Right. Which is what I think they were trying to get to. That it was that when in China, it just wasn't. Wow.
And then the story changed.
Right.
I hit him. Then we have to get the car and we get the taillight down there. Then
get to make it work.
So I want to know if anybody can find out what happened in the nurses' station back in 129.
Wow. All right. Listen, everyone here, hit the like, subscribe, thumbs up helps. If you want to send me any emails, cputom@gmail. More than happy to touch base there.
If you get information about this and you want to share it with Tom through the email, please do. That's probably the best way to get you, and just and receipts are great.
More than happy.
All right. And the main thing about Key West, I'm going to go on the record, 100% accurate. Okay, it was a police report filed in Key West on it. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. All right.
The police were there. The police were involved. And imagine the phone call that went down there and said, "Hey, it's my boys. Leave them alone."
Don't worry, we can doctor the video.
Yeah, make that video go away. Wow.
All right, I'm gonna head out.
Yep. All Thanks, right. Mikey. Be good. Feel better. You're in all our prayers, buddy.
Bukaki was running the DV as late as 10:30 in the morning. Right. So my point, Scotty, is like what was told to the nurses from the fucking ER. I mean, the ambulance drivers.
Right.
Because they didn't know. I know they were told that story.
And they needed something. They can't just work on a guy without knowing like what happened. Did he fall from the roof?
So they probably told him he was found outside this way, or because they didn't know it was a DV until the glass was found afterwards. That's what they probably went with. Then the story changes. So if I'm an investigator, I'm going down there to find out what the fuck happened. And I'm gonna ask Nuttall, McLaughlin, LaFambia, who did you talk to? Because I know you still go there. And who did you talk to? Because you've been back before after other accidents. Give me some names of nurses you spoke to that day. And even if he gives you the wrong ones, you can get through there and go that route and back into it that way. So here it is. Trump say as an FKR and holding company boss. Yeah, that's that. Yeah.
That's awesome. That I if anyone knows the day, I'd like to know when she lands. We can go to Logan and bring up free can read signs.
Right.
So with that said, it's been a pisser show. Please, guys, go out there, look at the data, put it together. You guys are the great, and I have faith in you guys because you guys are the best. There's a lot here, Mike. Wow. I'm still trying to just the money aspect, right? Just funneling the money through real estate is like, oh my word.
I know I went a little sideways with the nurses, but I thought it was important. But yeah,
they're important, right?
The Crawford, Whittier, Fanning business is bullshit.
I don't see how that's even allowed. Again, that's just next level, Mike.
And if you can't get metadata and can't say that this is the original fucking video from the Sally Port, never been changed, it's inadmissible.
But that ain't gonna happen. They won't give you. They won't give you that metadata. Wow.
And that's the one thing that really, without indefinitely prove innocence. You know.
Yeah, because you
know.
Imagine how much the video's doctored.
And who knows about how they did it, who they did it? Do you call Whittier to the stand? You don't call in Crawford's getting called.
Yeah, well, yeah, a little bit.
Right? The defense is going to call her ass, and you know they're going to have an they're going to read up on how this actually happened. Every step that was taken to alter it, they're going to ask you, "Did you do this? Did you do this?
Yeah,
you do
yeah,
you know?
yeah."
We're going to reverse engineer.
Oh my god! And I love how Video Jesus breaks it down so that anyone can do it. You can you can copy what they did at your own house, which is really badass. Wow, that's a lot to process, bud. And I'm just thinking it's oh my god. Yeah. We'll talk about that later. All right. Does the FBI know, do you think? Well,
yeah.
I'm pretty sure they may know. They may know this more than we do. There are people that their only job is to make connections with people. That's their only job in the FBI is to make this one knows this one. And they are then they get the phones and they look at the warrants and they start looking and see who's talking to who to find out who's what. And they know it all.
If you're a lieutenant and you're a crime scene analysis, we'll say the Crawford, whatever title is, and you're listed on a third company business, something's fucked up. Come on, stop the bullshit.
And how much money's been funneled to that company, Mike?
That's where we can get Morrissey, guys. That's where we can get them. That's an arrestable defrauding the state of Massachusetts is fraud.
Yep.
So get them on tax evasion. You get them on, this is where you can get them right here. So we need some smart people out there to help us. All righty.
Cool.
I'm out.
All right.
I'll talk to you tomorrow, Tony.
Yep. Later, Mikey. Have a sleep. Sleep well. So, all right, everybody. There's the breaking news. I'm glad I put it out there. I'm glad Mikey came on. I'm glad that Nan's here. I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad everybody's here because this is an everybody type of thing. Okay. I know you guys are amazing and Sherry, great question. You guys are the reason that we do it. And again, you know, we have faith that you guys are really going to look at this and pull it apart and really see the connections. And if there are connections, we need to figure them out. So, what else? I think that's about it. Yeah. More stuff for you guys. Sorry to give you more work, but it's going to be interesting. I don't see how they can have a company. And was that company even hired by the district attorney that Fanning and Crawford are working at? That's strange. But then, they're investing in real estate. So Boston South Real Estate Company is a new one. So check that one out. All right, everybody. Have a wonderful night. Everybody sleep well and free Karen Reed. Thank you all.